Hi everybody, welcome back to another Rocket League game. Today we are just doing NACE Starleague, round 3, the premiere. We have St. Clair Gold, Kansas State. As you can see in front of us, we have a nice list this time as opposed to last stream. We have lots of information. So as for Saints Gold, this is their first stream with us. So me, I'm Avery, this is Patrick. We're both really excited about it. Hopping right into a little bit of info, our team, we are 2-0 this season, so kind of looking to pad the stats, I guess, a little for this series, maybe get a little bit of a 3-0. As for our track record, like I said, we're up 2-0. We've beat quite a few teams just this fall, last spring as well. We have a fairly good track record. Our roster today is going to be Eris, Christian, and Ramen. Why don't you tell us a bit about the players, Patrick?
Yeah, so Eris, big potential. I think he's going to do great. I know a little bit about him before coming to St. Clair. He was on a team named Hey Bro. They qualified for a couple of regionals as well in RLCS, so he's gone up against the best of the best. We'll see what he does here. I'm expecting big things from him, and I think he'll bring a lot of good chemistry to the team. Hopefully they get it clicking right away.
Absolutely. Christian is the captain of the team. As we can see right there, he's just the one in the middle. And then we have Eris on the right and Ramen on the left. Christian being the captain, hope to see that he can bring his team to do good things today. And then we have Ramen. He's been on the roster for a pretty long time, pretty comfortable in gold and with his fellow players. Moving on to Kansas State. Patrick, would you like to tell us a bit about that team?
Yeah, they're 1-2 in the season so far, comprised of Bad News, Giro, and Skylar. As for some previous matches, they faced LCU Blue and they lost 0-3, and they also faced LCU White and they lost 1-3 in their Stockton premiere. So that's kind of what we have on them so far. Do we want to get into some rank comparisons and then give some match predictions on the day?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have our roster, Saints Gold, is made up of all SSL players, which is Supersonic Legend. If nobody knows, that is the highest rank that you can achieve in the game. Whereas Kansas State is mainly made up of a bunch of Grand Champ players. And with that, I mean, I think it might seem a little obvious who's going to win this series. In my opinion, I think it might be St. Clair, only because comparing the ranks and the track record, I think it's kind of, I don't want to say obvious, like maybe Kansas State will surprise us, but right now it is seeming like it's going to be St. Clair. How about you, Patrick?
Yeah, I think honestly, experience comes to form here. I think they're going to take it 3-1.
3-1? I absolutely agree, honestly. I mean, Kansas State may pick up 2 games, but I think overall in the series, it is going to be St. Clair for this one. I think we should be starting the game pretty soon, just game 1 here. Like I said, it is our first series with Gold, so I think we're all just going to learn a lot about this team. Like I said last time, it's a learning experience. We're really excited to see how they play against this team. And I'm hearing that we may just have to take a little bit of a break just before we start the first game, so we'll send you guys off to that, and then we'll be right back.
In a bit.
Welcome back, everybody. Sorry for the little bit of the break there. We are already 15 seconds into the game here. Just game one, so you guys haven't really missed anything in the 10 seconds that you weren't here. Starting off, we already have a shot coming up from Christian. It is going to be saved out by Sky, though. I'm really excited to see how these two teams play. As we talked about, Eris has a lot of potential, and we are going to see it with the pass there, with Ramen scoring off of that. In the first 30 seconds already, they're showing a lot of potential. Just a beautiful shot as well from Ramen.
Ramen reading the double quite nicely as Eris just slides it down. Gonna see how well they can keep applying that pressure going forwards. Kickoff is on the way. Seems to be a St. Clair win. Eris hits it down to Christian. Christian on the double. Can he hit it? Not quite. Banged out, cleared. Ramen's going to have to recover here and clear it back.
Wow.
Demo going out in the field.
We talk about how important demos are as well. I mean, St. Clair, they are known to be a little bit of an aggressive team and come out with a lot of demos, as we've already seen too, just to make up the space there. Eris with the assist, just a really nice demo, taking out the defenders. Sky with just a little bit of an unlucky touch there, and Christian is just going to be able to slot that right in the net.
Christian with a really good move there, baiting out the defender. And again, really interesting to see Eris. I know that his passing ability, his ability to find his teammates on the pitch is definitely way better than anything I would expect from these other boys right here, as seeing as he has played in RLCS matches. So yeah, we're going to see what he can keep on doing. Seems like he's going to try to find Ramen here, not really going to get that. Christian with a center, but it gets cleared out by Skylar.
Eris trying to take it up the corner. They have a lot of room here for this ball control as well. Seems like Kansas State might be just a little scared to push this. Eris, I can't tell if that was a fake or if he just ran out of boost, but it's not too big of a deal because it is just going to stay on the orange end. Wow, Ramen with just a beautiful shot there as well. With another assist from Eris, we can tell that this team is already very comfortable with each other. A beautiful angle from Ramen as well. Just 3-0 already with 3 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. I think this is a really good start to game one. And
like I said, he's feeling so comfortable right now in Eris as he is finding all of his teammates quite well. Ra with the dribble, gonna go for the flick, saved out by Giro. It's gonna be rebounded now from Christian. What can he do? Double off the wall, doesn't find anything. Eris with the challenge, gonna get by him. He's gonna go to the back wall here. Ra with the clear out. Can he do anything with this boost that he has? Good 50. Gonna be cleared by Eris again, and they are just keeping the pressure on them. Look at that from Christian. Sending one from heaven right down to hell as he goes up for the pre-jump. He's already up in the air. There's nothing the defender can do. Beautiful angle, upper 90.
I like it. I like the straight from heaven right to hell. I've never personally heard that, but I think it's honestly a really good analogy already with 4-0. And another demo coming out. Said it once, said it twice, so many times how important these demos are, and it really just shows the raw aggression from this team. A little bit of a double commit coming up from Kansas State on the defense. They might just start to get a little nervous because St. Clair is playing really aggressively. Eris almost with the shot there. A beautiful read off of that wall. Sky trying to take it onto the blue end. He's not quite going to get it. A big clear from Christian over to Eris. It seems to be pretty free. Wow. A beautiful shot from Ramen as well. It seems to Eris is just absolutely racking up these assists here. They're playing so well and they're so comfortable together. I mean, they're all up there. That's a complete triple commit up on orange, and that's also a hat trick from Ramen, I believe, which is just already, like I said, a great start. 5-0 with 2.5 minutes. I'm interested to see how Kansas State replies with that.
Eris taking it up the wall. He's going to double it, rebound off Christian. Can't quite find it. Raw's going to take it down. Eris is already up. Does he have the double? No, not quite. That would have been amazing. Christian off the wall. What can he do? 20 boosts. It's running out. He's going to try to get the 50 on the wall. He does. Well, sorry, not 50, pinch more like. It's going to be cleared out by Sky. Sky taking it is going to get challenged by Raw. He's taking it, keeping that pressure on. And it seems like St. Clair, they are doing so good right now at just whenever pressure is on them, quick clears. Look at the demo coming out. This should be free shot. Another one by Raw. Absolutely fantastic. 2 demos coming out, clearing that back line. Christian's going to take it. This is the freest goal of his life. And that is a hat trick for Christian as well. 2 players in the Saints already getting hat tricks. And I think I know who's been diming them up all day. It's been Eris. Not on that one, but he's been absolutely nothing short of amazing with the passing ability he's shown already. Ground pinch from Christian coming out here.
I absolutely agree with Eris as well. Like we've talked about, he is a very experienced player and such a good addition to the Saints roster as well.
Double.
He's already showing us with a bit of a double from the ground. It is going to be saved out from Sky though. Christian trying to get it off the corner. He's not going to get it. A really good 50 coming out though. Just the pure aggression and keeping it on the orange side is so important for this team. 6-0, 2 hat tricks. Eris is just very good at setting his teammates up. Looks like a bit of a goal there, but it's just going to be saved out from Eris anyways. I think this team is really just trying to get at least one right now, but the Saints are just not letting it happen.
Christian, what can he do? Lays it off to Ramen, and that is his 4th goal, shooting 4 on 7 so far. He is absolutely lights out. Christian finally linking up with his teammate.
Absolutely beautiful stuff. I mean, 7-0 with a minute and 13 seconds on the clock is really, really good for St. Clair, but in the heads of Kansas State, they might be a little scared, nervous. What do you think they feel?
I think right now, if I'm in Kansas State's position, you can't afford to let a game like this get into your head. Sit back, see what they're doing, read what they're doing on offense, read what they're doing on defense, more or less. See what you can find in your players. That might be a good shot right there. Saved out by Christian, though, unfortunately. Didn't quite have the power to meet the target. It's going to be taken by Eris. It's going to get back into the back corner. That's a dangerous ball. And bad news is going to slam one right through the heart of the defense. And that's what I'm talking about. See, you can't let them get into your head. If you can just find something, some sort of momentum to work yourself into game 2, then that's what they need to be looking for right now, and that's what they've just gotten.
Absolutely. That momentum is very, very important, but this is still a very, very hard game to win from Kansas State. They still need to score 6 times in 37 seconds. It's seeming a little obvious who's going to win this game. It's just about going next and deciding what you're going to do and capitalize off of any momentum that you can get as a team. And like you said, mental is such a huge part of Rocket League. So not letting these things get to you is really important.
What are they?
They seem to just be playing a little bit of ping pong. Eris just taking it back to the blue end. They're kind of just stalling out for time. A musty there already, just showing off the mechanics. A big boom there from Ramen. 5 seconds left. It's pretty clear who game 1 is going to.
And an absolutely wonderful showing from St. Clair here as Eris just drills it into the back corner one more time. Finding nobody on the ground, obviously. That was just a kill. First game goes to the boys in gold and green.
That's awesome. I mean, you can see it on their faces as well. Anytime the camera's on them, they're very calm, very collected. I think they're having fun. I mean, everybody kind of enjoys Rocket League, so I can't assume they're having fun, but
I think they're locked.
I mean, they're laughing. You can see Ramen laughing. I guess Christian told a little bit of a joke there, but they're very composed. I think that first game just seemed a little too easy for them. I'm excited to see if Kansas State is able to kind of connect with any more momentum that they can get in the second game here.
Any players that stand out to you after the first match is done?
I mean, already I think each player on the St. Clair roster is very talented. As we know, we had the hat trick from Ramen and Christian and Eris with the assists. I mean, in Kansas State, we do have bad news. He's the team captain. He did have that goal.
Oh my gosh.
What just happened? In the first 12 seconds already, Christian just with beautiful control there, passing it to Ramen, just getting it past those 2 defenders. It's a great start already, is what I have to say.
And a beautiful strike from Rod, taking it into the top left, right off of Christian. It seems like these boys are picking up right where they left off. As Eris is going to go to the ceiling. He has the flip. He has a little more boost. He can control a 50 now. It's into the center again. Rod with the challenge, not going to go his way. Christian, what can he do here? Thought he was going to get over one, but Giro does a really good job of defending that. Uses flip to get back down, but Eris is already up. Gets a shot, but it's too weak. Bad news. Save shot coming in again. What a save from Sky. Looking like Giro wanted to go for the squishy attempt right there, but it's not going to happen. Eris not willing to force a shot out too early, letting their offense set up well. You gotta think here. The boost numbers are probably not running too high right now. Sky, let's see what he can do. Passing it out right now, and they're going to get that clear going.
Already with a demo from Ramen as well, just to make a little more space so they're just a little more comfortable on their end. Everybody's up on the orange side right now. I don't know if we've noticed this yet, but there's been a lot of tripling up on the other side just to keep that aggression there. Already a little bit of a shot coming out from Giro, but it is going to be saved by Christian, and just right back to the orange side. It seems that it is always on the orange side, and Eris is just going to slot that into the net with a pass from Christian. Honestly, just beautiful passes. Like, their passing plays are just very clearly strong, and they know exactly what they're doing. You can just tell.
And it seems like first game, Eris is the one finding all of his teammates. This time, it's Christian showing just how they can really just move around everybody and do anything right now. All of them feeling comfortable in all the roles. Oh my god, that would have been an insane double. It's going to be pinched off the wall by Christian, not finding a target. Ramen looking to stay back on defense. Eris going to elect for the clear here. He gets a beautiful touch, but not much more he can do with it after. Ramen, big booming clear down the right side. Eris is going to chase this one. He's at 12 boost. Can he get the double? He does! Absolutely brilliant. The mechanics on nice display here. We see how his boost management is just so elite. Saves that final bit just to read the double perfectly. Sends one straight through that Kansas State defense.
Absolutely. I mean, boost management is also such a huge part of Rocket League, and being able to understand how much you have left, how much you need. In Ramen's case, he doesn't care because he just gets a demo immediately. There's just so many demos coming out. Me personally, I kind of love them a bit because demos are not only to make space, but they are also to get into the heads of the other players. And to kind of bug them a little bit, I think everybody can agree that demos are a little bit annoying. Bad news with some good control at the top, but Christian is just going to take that from him. Ramen with another demo, creating the space for Eris to just have a nice air dribble, honestly. Have a little bit of fun. They are up 3-0 in this series, or sorry, my apologies, in the game. 2.5 minutes left. Kansas State still have to score at least once to give them the momentum. We saw it last game. Hopefully they can do it again.
And aren't they just looking so good right now? Eris on the front. He's got the flip. He's got the reset. Passes out to Christian. And honestly, more of a goal steal. Laughs going around the table. I mean, this is absolutely wonderful to see here. The boys having fun, getting comfortable with their new players.
Absolutely. I mean, like you said, the goal steal, Christian didn't exactly have to be there, but he is just going to say, nah, it's mine now. Thank you for the assist. And I mean, they laughed about it. You can just tell that they're having fun with what they're doing, and this series is giving them the ability to try new things and attempt new passes. Being up 4-0 in the game with 2 minutes left, it just adds even more comfort to your team, and just knowing that even if you are down a goal, you're still able to just be able to have that comfort of kind of winning, I guess.
Sure. And I mean, I think it's well said. I think that St. Clair look very comfortable right now. And if I'm Kansas State, I'm a little bit worried based off of just how dominant St. Clair is looking right now. Seems like we're going to get a good clear out, though. Forcing a save out of Eris, but it's more of just a clear. Nothing of real danger coming at them right now. Ball into the mid. Faked by Christian. Back to Raw. Back to Christian! And that is absolutely insane. Tiki Taka going across the field. Let's watch it real quick. Raw, what a fake by Christian. He's setting up his teammate. He knows exactly what they're going to go for. Everybody in Kansas State is stunned. They don't know what to do.
Exactly. And the two defenders there, like you just said, just didn't know what to do. They were both up. You think you have it with the pre-jump until somebody is just there to hit it right over you, and that's exactly what Christian did with that great pass from Ramen. Honestly, I'm just loving the passing plays from St. Clair.
Hold on, what a play there, almost from Sky. That was absolutely beautiful what he did off the sidewall, but it seems to no avail. No one came up and pushed with him. Pass again, just coming out. Raw not able to find that one that time, but two defenders on him. Probably at low boost right now. A lot of good boost stealing going on right now. Raw at 9 boosts. He's not looking too high, but again, he just steals again. The boost steals are absolutely insane. Eris with the one flip. He's going for the musty. Can he find it? He absolutely can. Disgusting as Eris drills another one into this time into the top right.
And that is a hat trick for Eris as well. He gets a hat trick. Ramen gets a hat trick. Christian gets a hat trick. We all get hat tricks. It's been decided. 6-0 in this game. 46 seconds on the clock. Again, it's kind of seeming a little bit locked in for St. Clair, unless Kansas State can just pull out the craziest play ever. But the demos, the shots
Free shot
from Christian, I mean, 7-0, 35 seconds on the clock, and that's another hat trick for Christian too. I mean, that's 4 hat tricks across the team over 2 games. I mean, they have to be feeling good for sure.
And you know, in the rank of gold, that might be a save, but in SSL, you're not going to find anything like that there. The absolute power from Christian coming out from the shot, absolutely nothing that defender can do about it. Eris having to make a little bit of an uncomfortable save. Hits the pre-flip though on it, and he's going to be able to take it out. Bad news on the ceiling, looking for Sky. Sky's got the double, but it's just not accurate. Raw, dangerous clear there, but it works out. Pass back to Christian. He's going to just clear it out. They're just playing smart here. Bad news, setting up for the solo play. He has the double. Can he read it? Not quite. He needs to get a little bit higher there. It seems like the boys are just going to run this one out. One last solo play from Giro. He gets the flip reset. It's just not going to fall down for him. St. Clair taking this one again. Last time it was a Brazil. This time they don't get any. And just as I say that though, Caster Curse, they are going to get the Brazil. Maybe they kind of wanted to maybe they just wanted them to score there just a little bit, just to have that. 2 Brazils in 2 games. This is a fun one for the boys.
I mean, you can tell it's fun. Raman himself scored that goal. They set up the passing play. They're like, it's okay, Kansas State. We can do it for you this time. And they pass it to themselves. It's honestly, they're just having so much fun. And you can really tell they're smiling, they're laughing, and it's kind of just seeming really, really good for them. They're obviously very, very comfortable in this series. And I think that's just huge. 2-0 in a best of 5. All they need is this game to just pad their stats, honestly, and give them up 3-0 for this season.
And they are honestly looking so good right now. They really are. Raman, especially on the striking, playing very, very aggressive, but it's working out perfectly. When you have a guy like Eris who can just divide the field, pick those pockets in the zone, and find your teammates. Christian even doing it in the second game as well. It's absolutely unreal as we get into game 3 here. 6 seconds off the clock. That's going to be a shot forced out by Bad News. A little bit of an odd pinch there, I think. Watch it back. But a goal nevertheless. It's actually going to be passed up by Sky. That is a wonderful play.
Could this be the momentum that they need to perhaps bring a reverse sweep? Who knows? I guess we'll find out. I mean, already 9 seconds in, Kansas State is looking a lot better than they have the past 2 games. A good pass coming out to Christian.
That's right out, but the overcommit again. This time, though, Hero just doesn't find the target. It's fine. Most likely just from a lack of boost, as we were seeing. Clear out by Rod. It's going to try to find Eris. Eris not able to quite get the beat there. Sky out of boost. He'll have to just go back and rotate. The double off the back wall will find nobody. Eris is going to have the clear. Christian up. He has a lot of boost here to work with. He's just going to elect for the shot. Saved out by Giro. It wasn't really as accurate as he would have wanted it. Next shot comes out, though, and a wonderful save by Bad News. Demo coming out from Eris. Will that force the shot? No. Ron able to beat his defender in time.
Already back on the blue side, but just so many demos. It's just all you see is boom across the field at this point. Eris with
the ceiling double. He can't find the shot quite. A little bit of an overcommit actually by the Saints here. They're going to pay for it. Yes, they are. Giro slots one in. Showing them not to get too comfortable yet.
Yeah, maybe their aggression is just a little bit too much. Maybe they're having a little too much fun. They might just have to lock in a little bit. Or maybe they're still perfectly comfortable. I mean, up 2-0 in the series, I'm sure they're not too worried about these goals, but they just have to respond with a couple of their own, and then they're comfortable again.
And I think the guys out in the front kind of heard our 3-1 prediction. Maybe that's just what they're trying to get right at this point. I think that, honestly, with Clair, if they can just lock back in, like you were saying, find their momentum where they left off, they should be just fine. An absolute beautiful touch coming out from Christian Eris. Not one to read, but Raw does. He's all the way up. Does he have the double? Not quite, as it is going to be saved up by Bad News.
Bad News is showing a lot of potential with his defense and some of his shots. I think
Beautiful
that
pass.
It's honestly just mechanics at this point. I mean, Kansas State, as we talked about in the beginning, they are mainly grand champs, whereas the St. Clair roster is SSL, which is, I mean, some people don't think it's too much of a difference, but I think we can see the difference in this series right now. I mean, St. Clair is just really, really comfortable. They're not panicking. Even 0-2 in a game, you can just tell that they're still holding it down, holding their comfort, trying to get some passing plays out if they can. Eris with a good demo onto Bad News. Christian trying to go for it, but he just doesn't make it. And it's back onto the blue side, but they are comfortable as Raman just gets another demo onto Sky.
Now, what I will say, though, obviously, do give Kansas State a lot of credit here. Going up against St. Clair Gold, awesome save there by Giro. Let's see if he can quickly clear out. Sky will do that for him. But as I was saying before, I really think that you got to give a little bit of credit to Kansas State here. They are out here, they are competing, and while the first 2 wins were very dominant, they kind of got them against the ropes here a little bit. Nice to see to at least have a competitive match.
Absolutely, and I mean, Eris with the flip reset, I think was trying to go for the bump there, but just didn't make it onto that defender. 2 minutes left. It's time to start locking in a little more for St. Clair just to find some comfort. Sky is going to be on the defense there and save Eris' shot. The demos are coming out more from Kansas State now. Maybe they've decided they have to play a little more aggressively, just like Ramen does with that shot. And a beautiful pass from Eris as well. Almost every goal from this team, there has been a pass from their fellow players, and it's just beautiful, honestly. Just the synergy and the ability to communicate with each other is very, very clear in this series.
And I want to talk about that pass for a second. Are you kidding me? Eris from the back, just absolutely hitting the ball right where it needs to be. He knows who to find, and just as I say that, though, we got a little bit of a resurgence here. Back to a 2-goal lead. Bad news, off the kickoff, he's going to beat his man. Simple, he's winning the race to the ball. No one back for Clair on the side to save it.
Absolutely. I mean, Eris did try. If he was just maybe there a second earlier, he could have just popped that up and saved it. But that is the second goal coming up from Bad News. And like I said, I can really see the potential in their gameplay. It's just St. Clair might just be a little more mechanically gifted as I say that.
Really
a good shot coming up from Giro, but Eris is just there to save it. I mean, 1-3, this might just be the momentum that they need. Christian with a really good shot, but Sky is going to save it. A little bit of a 50 down to mid. Ramen's just honestly watching his teammates get it because he's very comfortable with them back there. It's a lot more on the blue side this game as opposed to the last 2. You can really see the aggression from Kansas State.
And what I will say is, for right now, it is working, and working really, really well. The rotations are looking a whole lot cleaner. They are dealing with the demos way better than they were before. And I think that right now, you just got to give them credit. They're on their game right now. And as I say that, oh my gosh, Ramen, beautiful double tap.
Absolutely, and they're still
Harris
smiling.
with the other pass again.
They're still smiling. They're still having fun. You can tell. They're not nervous at all. I mean, we're all just here to have fun at the end of the day. It's all just experience. And 2-3 with 53 seconds on the clock. This is a winnable game for St. Clair. They just have to get those passing plays a little. Kansas State is demoing a little more, so they are just going to have to figure out how to dodge that. With that, Ramen with the hat trick there. Another hat trick for the Saints roster, and a beautiful pass from Christian as well. Just the tap down. Ramen is just right there to slot it in.
And the chemistry between these two is absolutely amazing. The drop down pass is very, very hard to pull off if any of you have ever tried at home. Very high elite level of game sense and mechanics needed there, and they show it off brilliantly.
Absolutely. I mean, as someone who's not mechanically gifted in Rocket League, I would never dream of even trying any of that with my team, but
what a fake.
Wow, what a beautiful fake as well. Eris with the beautiful goal, Ramen with the assist. You can see it, just the touch there. Eris is just up, and that defender, Sky, is just not going to be able to get it.
I'm going to be corrected here. I thought it was a fake. It seems like Sky just didn't have any boost, so my apologies on that front. But it just shows you right now, with all the boost stealing that's going on, the boost management of St. Clair looking a whole lot better. Ground double, can he find it? Christian, you are amazing! Ground double coming out. He just does it all himself. He doesn't need anybody else. 5-3 with 20 seconds left. They're telling Kansas State, hey, we let you in this game, but it's ours to take right back. We love brooms, and we love to sweep.
That is absolutely true. I mean, Christian there as well, nobody with the assist. You said it yourself. He was kind of him with that play. He's like, I don't need you guys. I got it. Beautiful double touch off the ground.
Great save.
Back onto the blue side.
Harris, what can you do? Has a little more boost. Oh my God.
Seems to be a little bit of showing off at this point. I mean, they're very comfortable. Eris with just the beautiful double touch there. Just a bit of a pinch, making it even faster. 101 kilometers, 5 seconds on the clock, 6-3. I think it's pretty clear who the series is going to go to.
3 seconds left on the board as this one closes out a very comfortable win. Might I add, more or less, not looking that way to start, but they clean up and they go right to the trenches, right home. Took it seriously the last couple of seconds there, and they really bring it back.
Absolutely. I mean, they're, like I've said a million times, they're very, very comfortable players. You can tell that they just enjoy playing with each other. And I feel like maybe that game, they just wanted it to go on a little longer. They're like, here, let's just give you guys a little bit of a longer series, only because they picked it up so quickly, which is a huge deal in Rocket League. A lot of people aren't able to find that momentum to win them the game. So I think overall, the series, although very dominant in the first two games, Kansas State really showed that they're capable of playing well. It just seems that a bit of the mechanics just weren't there to beat St. Clair today.
And I think as well, you got to give the hats off to the boys over at Kansas State. Showed up, they competed, but at the end of the day, we were pointing it out earlier, there is a minor rank disparity going on at the current moment. So, hats off to the boys for at least coming out and showing out. But St. Clair really putting on a great performance. Rahman with the great offense, playing so aggressive. Christian dipping his hat in a little bit of, dipping his toes in more, say, in a little bit of both. Really able to finding his teammates really well in game two. And oh my God, Eris, right? Amazing mechanical gift, and the passing was simply sublime, to say the least.
Sublime is the perfect word for it. We saw there were so many hat tricks that game. I'm speechless, honestly. Like, the amount of hat tricks is just, it's always fun to get a little hat trick, but that many in a series is insane, to say the least, I guess. They definitely gave us an interesting series just with how dominant they were in the first two games and how quickly they were able to pick up the third game. A 3-0 series, it's just hats off to Saints, honestly. And honestly, I think that's all that I have to say about the series. Is there anything else you wanted to add?
No, we have a little more here we gotta talk about. So, Collegiate iRacing League Cup is happening at Collegiate Training League, Twitch.
It's at 9 tonight, I believe, on...
Oh, so right after this.
Yeah, Collegiate iRacing League on Twitch at 9, if anybody here is interested in that. I personally don't play it, but it seems really interesting. And we will be back here tomorrow at 7 for our opening NECC Val game, which is very, very exciting. I will be here for that, so I'm really excited for it. And thank you guys so much for coming out. Thanks to everybody in the broadcast room, all the parents that are watching, all the family, all the friends. We all really, really appreciate you guys at home for watching us. And I guess that's our closing out for now. We'll see you guys later.